or 3 times. I think anybody who has an inclination toward gas-powered scale bikes or cars would have a terrific experience in building this and driving it.
We also had the chance to see some of the biggest and baddest trucks in the business. Stadium off-road trucks, two-wheel drive pulling trucks, and what has come to be known as Littlefoot, the four-wheel drive monster truck. No one could describe the features of these trucks better than the inventor of quarter-scale racing, Jeff Schmidt. Jeff took us back to 1979 with his invention of the quarter-scale sprint car, which has evolved into the trucks that now capture his imagination.
The first cars back in '79, they could be related closer to a Model T probably than what we're running now. The original quarter-scale cars that we had were just flat pan cars with no rear suspension, no sophisticated drives or anything. Most of them had chain or belt drives. Now we've gotten down where we have miniaturized quick change rear ends, where we can change the gear ratios to suit the track conditions. The suspension is all very sophisticated. Another thing we've gotten into just recently is off-road racing, and we have the quarter-scale stadium trucks now that simulate the Mickey Thompson style races, and getting into monster trucks, tractor pulls, the whole spectrum of cars is being done now in quarter scale. This is a QRS stadium off-road truck, and it's built to really take a lot of abuse and high jumps, and basically, you know, as you can see, the desert style races and stadium races. Got lots of suspension. And we can get in here a little bit and look at some of the technical aspects of the car. Front is front independent suspension with the A-arms. And you can see there's quite a bit of engineering that goes into the geometry and everything to eliminate bump steer and the different technical type things like that. This is a quarter-scale Racing Specialties monster truck. It's their newest truck. It's a four-wheel drive, four-wheel steer. You can see it's got some pretty good size flotation tires. Uses the same 23cc engine as we're using in the stadium trucks and most of the sprint cars and super modifieds we're running out here. This is an expansion chamber to extract the maximum horsepower out of the engine, which comes in handy in a vehicle like this. We can use all the horsepower we can get. Well, when it's all buttoned up, it makes a pretty nice package. And for anybody that's followed the full-size monster trucks, they've all heard of Bigfoot and everything. Everybody's kind of tagging this one Littlefoot.
The exciting midgets, screaming motorcycles, outlaw sprints, Grand Nationals, super modified, even the monster trucks. A wide variety of different types of vehicles, and that same variety can be expected of the people involved in quarter-scale racing. These radio-controlled operators of the quarter-scale car come in all sizes and shapes. All these people involved are what make up this family-type camaraderie of the quarter-scale community. Race promoter and enthusiast Ken Higdon talks about the sport he enjoys most.
A lot of the racers are all walks of life here. We have gentlemen that are car dealers, some are construction people, builders, people in the hotel business. The people are always willing to help each other. When you get out on the track, you go for it. But in the pit, something is broke, somebody will get you parts to help you out. And it's just a great sport right now.
Before the competition begins, the racers get together to go through rules and regulations with the CUSAC officials. Just like in full-size racing, there are strict codes that must be adhered to ensure all the racers an equal chance on the track. Of course, the racers pose a lot of technical questions, and while the questions are direct, it all boils down to a race won on skill.
At the end of the A main event, all of the cars stop on the racetrack. All of the cars stop on the racetrack. We're going to impound the top 4 cars. So when the A main events are over, nobody touches any car until we determine who the top 4 are. Those cars will be impounded and put underneath the stand here, and they'll be torn down after the race is over. It's real simple. These engines are stock.
The rules read no modifications. So if you've done anything, it's illegal.
No removing or adding to of any material.
Will you reweigh the cars after the race?
You will weigh the car.
Absolutely. We will also check wings, and we will also check wheel tracks. You're within the limits or you're not. It's that simple. If one thing is 1/1000th out of limit, that's not a margin, that's illegal. If you're going to make an engine that close, you've done something to it, you've taken a chance, go away.
There were also questions about transmitters and frequency pins, and Dale Smith took time out of his busy race day to explain.
One of the unwritten laws or written laws is that you do not turn on the radio without a frequency pin. And it usually comes off a frequency board. They're closed pins, which are usually painted the different colors, orange, red, blue, yellow, brown, whatever. Or they have like the 75 band on them. You go over to the frequency board, you take that clip, you put it on your radio, then you are allowed to turn on your radio and drive your car and check it and test it. Never, ever, never, ever, ever, never turn on the radio without the pin, because you will send somebody's car into orbit and destroy their car and feel real bad about it and maybe get punched.
When the whistle is blown, is the track green at the starting line, or is the track green all the way around?
When the whistle blows, the flag comes out, which you guys are going to have to put up with me today. When that whistle blows, let's go.
He says, let's go.
Another avid quarter-scale racer is Bill Deere with his red and white Grand National car, number 11.
The reason I like the racing is because being in a wheelchair and being a paraplegic, it gives me a chance to compete with people that are on the sort of the same level as I am. Well, my biggest mechanic is my wife. This is the one that does all the work, really. She hauls the car over there, does a lot of stuff on the sides, a lot of cleanup, a lot of go get me this and go get me that stuff, and without her and the rest of these people, it'd just be kind of like, well, I wouldn't be able to do it, tell you the truth. We're a pretty good sized team, and that's what really makes it go. One thing about these cars here, you got to drive them like you were sitting in them, and if you get hurt, well, you don't have to worry about it sitting up on that stand. You got to use that in your head, so when you're driving this thing, put yourself in the car and you won't be so crazy out there. And a lot of them get pretty excited. And you got to play the turtle once in a while and sneak up on them boys. They're fast.
And play the turtle he does. Calm and collected, maneuvering within the pack. Mental concentration transmitted from steady hands on the radio to the gripping tires on the track. But Bill Deere is also fast. As the racing continues, red and white number 11 can be seen flying down the straightaway, waiting for just the right opportunity, then passing through the turn. Unsure of the placings, Sharon Deere waits for the results.
If he just transfers now, he'll move up to the next main, D main. Okay, go find out.
And then the payoff. Car number 11 transfers to the next heat.
Fourth place, car 11. Fifth place, car.
Now the competition gets stiffer. Bill patiently waits on the racer stand as his car gets a few last-minute adjustments.
We're lining up. Grand National. E main.
It's time to start the engines. A little last-minute good luck. And the race is underway. The race appears to be going down to the wire for car number 11. But with this kind of intense bumper-to-bumper competition, something is bound to give. The last lap, just out of turn 2, Bill receives an unlucky blow that throws him into the center of the track and out of the standings. Quarter-scale races are often won or lost with this kind of action, but the enjoyment and friendships are still there. Apology accepted from a fellow racer.
Sorry, I thought he was going to go out a little high.
Verification of the
I'm sure the rest of them on. It's a good race.
So it's back to the drawing board for Bill Deere's Grand National car, number 11.